I know things feel heavy right now, but I just want you to know that I'm here. Breakups are brutal, aren't they? It's like your whole world flips upside down, and it feels like everything is uncertain. But listen to me. You are not alone in this. You've got me, and we are going to get through this together, okay? I know it doesn't feel like it, but this is just a chapter. You're stronger than you realize, and you have everything inside of you to get through this. It's okay to be sad, angry, or even numb right now. Your feelings are valid. You don't have to have everything figured out immediately. Take it one moment at a time. I'm here to listen. If you need to cry or scream or sit in silence, that's totally okay. You know, sometimes people leave because they aren't meant to stay forever. I know it stings now, and maybe it feels like your heart's been shattered into a million little pieces, but trust me, this pain won't last forever. There's so much waiting for you on the other side of this. You'll heal, you'll grow, and one day, this won't feel so raw. I can't tell you when the pain will fade, but I can tell you that you'll get through it, and you'll be even stronger than before. Right now, you're learning things about yourself that you didn't even know you needed to learn. You're learning what you really want, what you truly deserve. When the time is right, the right person will come along, someone who truly appreciates everything that makes you, you. But that can only happen when you're ready. And I'll be right here, cheering you on every step of the way. Right now, it's okay to feel lost. It's okay to question everything. But just remember, this isn't the end of your story. It's a tough chapter, but it's not the whole book. And when you're ready, I'll be here to help you turn the page. I believe in you. I always will. You've got this, okay? Just take it slow, breathe, and when you're ready, I'm here for whatever you need. One step at a time, friend. One step at a time. I know it's hard to believe right now, but I want you to remember that it's okay to take up space in your own life. You don't have to shrink or apologize for feeling this way. You are allowed to be sad, to be frustrated, to feel whatever it is that you're feeling. Your emotions don't make you weak, they make you human. I know you're probably questioning everything right now. Did I do something wrong? Could I have done more? Sweetheart, this isn't about what you could have done differently. Sometimes things just don't work out, and that doesn't reflect on your worth or who you are as a person. You are worthy of love, of respect, of happiness. But right now, let's focus on you, on taking care of yourself. So what's something small you can do today that might bring a little peace? Maybe it's going for a walk or having a cup of tea. Maybe it's just sitting in silence and letting your mind rest for a bit. You don't have to rush the healing process. It's perfectly okay to take things slow, and I'm not going anywhere. We'll go at your pace. You know, it's funny how people think that time just heals all wounds, but it's not really the time that does it. It's what you do with that time. It's about giving yourself permission to feel, to grieve, to reflect, and to dream about what comes next. You have so much more ahead of you, and I believe there are things waiting for you that you can't even imagine right now. Dreams, passion, people, experiences that will light you up. I know that might not sound like a lot right now, and that's okay. We don't need to rush into the future. Just when you're ready, you'll see the beauty of the world unfolding in ways you didn't expect. And when that happens, I'll be here to celebrate with you. But for now, if you need to cry, go ahead. If you need to rest, take that time. And if you need someone to just sit here, I'm right here. And remember, this doesn't define you. This is just one part of your journey. Who you are, the incredible person you've always been, none of that changes because of a breakup. You're still amazing, still deserving of everything you've ever wanted. And if you ever doubt that, I'll be here to remind you over and over again. So how about this? We take it one day at a time. I'm right here, and I've got you no matter what. You're going to be okay. I promise. You know, it's okay if you're not feeling better yet. You don't have to be okay right away. Healing takes time, and sometimes it feels like you're making progress, only to have a day where everything hits you all over again. That's completely normal. Don't be hard on yourself. It's part of the process. It's okay to take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. The most important thing is that you're here. You're showing up for yourself, even on the days when it's hard to get out of bed. And that, my friend, is something worth celebrating. It means you're stronger than you think. I want to remind you of something. Sometimes we don't realize how much strength we have until we face something like this. You're carrying a heavy load right now, and yet you're still standing. You might not feel like it, but you're doing an amazing job just by getting through each day. It's okay to lean on others right now. It's okay to need help. You don't have to go through this alone. And when the time comes, and it will, when you feel a little lighter, a little stronger, that's when you'll see how far you've come. You'll realize that you survived something that in this moment feels like it could break you, but it won't. It won't break you. You're resilient, and this experience is only shaping you into an even more powerful version of yourself. And in the meantime, I'm here. I'm here to remind you of all the things you've forgotten about yourself, the beautiful things, the funny things, the strong things. You are loved, even if it doesn't feel that way right now. You are worthy, even when the world feels upside down, and the person who deserves you will come when the time is right. But until then, I want you to remember that you are enough, just as you are. You're not broken, not by any means. You're just a little battered, maybe a little bruised, but that's just proof of how much you've loved, how much you've given, and how much you've grown. And that is a beautiful thing. So let's take this one day, one moment at a time. If you need to talk about it more, I'm all ears. If you need a distraction, we can do that too. Or we can just sit in silence together. No pressure, just whatever you need. I'm here for you. You've got this. I know it's hard, but I also know that you will come out of this even stronger, even more yourself. You are so much more than this heartbreak, and when you're ready, the world will be waiting for you to shine even brighter. I'm proud of you for making it through today, and when tomorrow comes, we'll take that 1 step at a time too. I'm here every step of the way, always. You know, it's okay to give yourself permission to feel lost sometimes. There's no rule book for how to heal, no timeline that says this is when you should feel better, and that's all right. We often put so much pressure on ourselves to move on, but healing doesn't work like that. It's not linear. Some days you'll feel strong, and others you might feel like you're right back at square one, and that's okay. We'll get through it together, one day at a time. I want you to remember that this pain, this hurt, that feels so overwhelming right now, isn't a reflection of your worth. It's simply a sign that you love deeply, that you gave your heart to someone, and that it matters. It's a reminder that you have so much love to give, and that love in time will find its way back to you. Maybe not in the form you expect, but it will. You are not empty. You are not broken. You're just in the middle of a painful transition, and you will come through it stronger than before. And when you're ready, we'll start focusing on you, on rediscovering all the little things that make you you. You'll start finding joy again, not because you're over it, but because you've learned how to heal and embrace the process. Maybe you'll rediscover a hobby you loved or take time to nurture a friendship that means the world to you. There's a whole universe inside of you that's waiting to come back to life. Remember this space. The time you're giving yourself to heal is important. It's not wasted time. It's the space where you rebuild your heart, where you reconnect with who you truly are, and where you start to feel whole again. And when you do, that is going to be one of the most beautiful, empowering moments of your life. But right now, just take it one breath at a time. Don't think too far ahead. If all you can manage is to get through the next hour, that's okay. If you need to rest or step back from everything for a while, that's okay too. You don't owe anyone anything right now. Your healing, your peace, that's the priority. You're going to get through this, I promise. It might not feel like it right now, but I see your strength, even when you can't. You don't need to be anything but exactly where you are in this moment. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to not have all the answers. You're allowed to feel confused, uncertain, or scared. All of those feelings are part of your story. And when you're ready to talk, to share, or even to laugh, I'm here. You don't have to face this on your own. I've got your back. You're doing an amazing job, even if it doesn't feel like it. Keep breathing, keep taking care of yourself, and know that you'll come out of this brighter than before. You are so loved, and you are more than enough, just as you are. Whenever you're ready, I'll be right here to listen, to laugh, to support, and to remind you how incredible you are. You're doing so much better than you might realize. I know it's hard to see it in the middle of the storm, but every day that you get up, every moment that you choose to take care of yourself, even when it feels like the world is heavy, that's progress. You don't have to see the whole picture yet. It's enough to just take it one small step at a time. And you don't have to rush the healing process, okay? It's okay to move at your own pace. Don't compare yourself to anyone else, and don't feel like there's some sort of timeline you need to follow. Everyone heals differently, and there is no right way to do this. You're not behind. You're right where you need to be, and even though it feels uncertain now, I promise that this time will eventually become a memory of strength, a memory of how you kept going, even when it felt impossible. If you need to cry, let those tears come. Tears aren't a sign of weakness, they're a release, a way for your heart to let go of some of the weight. And when you're ready, we'll laugh about the moments that felt tough. We'll celebrate how much more resilient you've become. I know it can feel like the future is distant or unclear. It's tempting to wonder when things will get back to normal, or if things will ever feel light again. And I won't lie to you, and I won't say it will be easy or quick. But I can promise you this. You'll find grace again. You'll find joy again. And when you do, it will feel like a well-earned, beautiful moment. But for now, it's okay if you're not there yet. What's important is that you're showing up for yourself, even if it's just by getting through today. Every little step forward counts, and it's okay to give yourself credit for the courage it takes to keep going. And hey, if today feels hard, that's all right. You're allowed to have those moments where you don't feel okay. You don't always have to be strong. It's okay to let go, to feel fragile, to admit that you're struggling. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you human. It makes you someone who's processing something big. And you're allowed to feel all the feelings. You are doing the best you can, and that is enough. More than enough. And if no one else tells you today, I'm here to remind you that you are loved. You are enough just as you are in this very moment. You don't need to do anything to earn love or worth or happiness. You just have to be you. And when you're ready, we'll start thinking about the wonderful things that lie ahead, the things you've yet to experience, the new memories, the new joys, the new people who will walk into your life when the time is right. And when that time comes, I'll be right here to remind you how strong and beautiful you are for getting through this. For now, just breathe. One deep breath at a time. You are enough, you are worthy, and you will heal. I'm here for all of it, every step, every moment. You're doing great. Don't forget that. See you later, bestie.